Silence. It's often misunderstood. People think if you're silent, you're weak. They think you have nothing to say. But what if silence is actually your greatest power? The misunderstanding of silence. In a world that never stops talking, silence feels uncomfortable. People are used to noise, constant opinions, constant reactions. So when someone chooses silence, they don't understand it. They assume you're shy, or insecure, or afraid. But silence is not always fear. Sometimes it's control. Why silence is emotional strength. Anyone can react. Anyone can shout when they're angry. Anyone can say things they don't mean. But it takes strength to stay silent when your mind is full of words, to hold back when your heart is full of emotions, to choose peace over proving a point. That's not weakness. That's emotional strength. Why silence after pain? Sometimes silence is born from pain. Not everyone expresses hurt loudly. Some people don't cry in front of others. They don't explain. They don't argue. They just go quiet because they've learned something. That not everyone understands their feelings. That not every conversation leads to healing. So instead of wasting energy, they choose silence. Silence protects your peace. Silence is not empty. It's protection. When you stop explaining yourself to people who don't listen, when you stop reacting to negativity, when you stop arguing with people who don't want to understand, you protect your peace. Because not every battle is worth fighting, and not every person deserves your energy. Only silence gives clarity. When you stay silent, you start to see things clearly. You notice people's behavior. You understand their intentions. You observe without distraction. Silence gives you space to think, to reflect, to understand. While others are busy reacting, you are learning. Why silence is power in conversations. Silence can be powerful, even in conversations. Sometimes, the most powerful response is no response. When you don't react, you confuse people. You make them think. You shift control. Because silence creates impact. It makes people wonder what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and sometimes that silence speaks louder than words ever could. What is the hidden side of silence? But not all silence is strength. Sometimes, silence hides pain. People who stay quiet often feel the most. They overthink. They carry emotions inside. They don't express, but they feel everything deeply. So their silence is not emptiness. It's depth. The real power is knowing when to stay silent and when to speak. Because silence is not about avoiding everything. It's about choosing your moments. Speak when it matters. Stay silent when it doesn't. Don't waste your voice on people who don't listen. And don't waste your energy on things that don't deserve it. Silence and self-respect. Silence is also self-respect. When you walk away from disrespect without saying a word. When you stop explaining yourself. When you stop chasing people, you show your worth without saying anything. Because sometimes, silence is the loudest form of respect you give to yourself. Silence is not weakness. It's awareness. It's control. It's strength. It's peace. In a noisy world, being silent is a rare kind of power. So the next time someone calls you quiet, don't feel small. Because silence is not something everyone understands. It's something only a few truly master. If you believe silence is powerful, stay strong, stay aware, and subscribe for more deep psychology videos.